Module 13, Chapter 14 Overview. Chapter 14 examines physical growth and motor development during the primary years, ages 6 to 8. The rate of physical growth slows in the primary years. How quickly children develop varies across cultural groups. Children of most cultures begin formal schooling during this developmental period. The emphasis of schools in almost all societies is on promoting academic learning. Even in non-industrialized communities, classroom teachers spend the majority of the day providing instruction in traditional subjects, especially language and reading. Physical growth and motor development, however, appears to be less important to teachers, parents, and even researchers. There are trends towards de-emphasizing physical growth and activity that have serious implications, including the rising rates of childhood obesity. Many schools in America have reduced the number of days children spend in physical education each week, and this includes reducing or eliminating recess periods and outdoor play altogether. Thus, there are many important issues related to the physical growth and development of children in the primary years. For Chapter 14, focus on key question 2. How do poverty, health problems, and violence threaten the physical development of primary grade children? It aligns with critical concept 2, which is poor health status and poverty can inhibit growth. Illness, poor nutrition, injury, violence, and homelessness are all more prevalent among children who live in poverty. These factors can have a devastating effect on physical development. Chapter 15 Overview. This chapter explores the intellectual development of primary grade children. A major focus is on how primary cognition influences and is influenced by formal schooling. In almost all cultures in which schools exist, formal education begins sometimes between ages 5 and 8. Why? In some societies, it is a long-standing tradition that children go to school at a certain chronological age. In the United States, for example, age 5 or 6 is considered to be school age, the time when classroom instruction and daily school routines should begin. Chronological age, however, is less important in some other cultures. Children are considered ready to learn at whatever point in time they show significant intellectual change. Psychologists have a more formal explanation for what happens during this period of development. Primary age children are entering a new stage of cognitive development, known as the concrete operational stage. At this stage, children show new intellectual abilities and a growing capacity to use language. Thus, it is no coincidence that the period between 6 and 7 years of age is almost universally considered a time to begin formal schooling. Early childhood professionals need to understand that the primary age period is one in which emerging competencies as well as limitations become apparent. Expecting too much of children in school can lead to what David Elkind calls miseducation. For Chapter 15, we will focus on key question 7. What is metacognition and how does it help children to use learning strategies such as rehearsal, labeling, and organization, and paying attention? This aligns with critical concept 5. Memory improves during the primary years. One ability which enhances memory at this age is metacognition, the awareness of and ability to regulate one's own thought processes. Children begin to control their own thinking at this age. They can choose to attend to some stimuli and not others, for example, and can rehearse information and skills they wish to retain. Memory and metacognitive strategies will vary among children of different cultures.